I'll let you do it.
Hi. Hello.
What happened?
Is this putting on?
We're starting.
We're already here.
We're here and we're ready.
We are here.
And we're going.
We're gonna bring you a great
right now.
This
Breaking
is
news.
episode 19 of the Force Choke podcast entitled
I Am Your Father.
Dilly.
All right.
Dilly. Micah, you're supposed to never mind. Forget it.
It's too late.
You took forever to write this all the way.
Dilly.
It's a misery. Dilly.
Oh.
Yeah, I prepared myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
It's almost like
ready.
that's a given. Like every podcast is always like audio feedback.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, everyone. All right. So, always start off with Tim's news, note.
Oh, wait.
The
Who are we?
Introduction.
Who? Oh.
Who are we?
Who is
I know who I am.
Do you?
And I know who he is, damn it.
Who's on first? What's
You?
second?
Who are you?
Steven.
Round table.
What up?
My name?
Steven.
Harvey.
Are we using fake names?
Oh, I thought we were just gonna.
Oh,
okay, this is my.
Okay,
Go ahead.
use your fake name, Sarah. Sarah?
Oh,
Sarah,
what?
right? You're still using the fake name?
Use your-
Sarah
Sarah-
without the H.
You gotta
Sarah
use
is your fake name.
What is your Sith Lord name?
Oh.
I
I know
got
my
it.
stripper name. I'm appropriate for this.
So I'm Micah.
Sarah.
Dexter.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Sarah.
Hello, I'm Izzy. Don't panic.
And this is Tim.
I know his name.
You know his name. Damn it. Oh.
Well, anyway,
We
so
are the Force Choke podcast.
jumping into what would your Sith Lord name be?
Oh, God.
On the spot.
No, I don't like it. Somebody else go.
Darth, I don't like it.
curious.
Yeah,
Sounds
Darth,
good.
I don't like it.
That's
Golden.
cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Tico. Hey, buddy. I miss you. Anyway.
Tico, what would your Sith Lord name be? I'll wait for his response. But
Darth Spot.
Darth, oh, man, you caught me off guard.
It
You
works.
take the first three letters of his first name and the last three letters of his last name, okay?
James on?
Jam Jones?
Mine would
Darth
be
Jamzas.
Or you could take,
My name's too long.
Mine be...
I don't know. I'm trying to make sense.
It would have to have one of those
Dilly.
hanging, whatever.
accent.
Yeah.
Accent.
Yeah, good thing this isn't like a...
Grammar podcast.
Yeah, of course.
You should use your email. Darth Timo Dude.
It's very intimidating.
Is this from like Star Wars or Pokemon come together or
It's a
something?
first name, initial Tim O, and then it's not like a zero or anything. Nothing like that special. Not like psychedelic
I feel like
zero. But yeah, Tim O Dude. And if anybody wants to email me out there, it's Tim O Dude 1985. My birth. Very simple.
Yeah.
1986, guys.
Anybody can hack Tim now?
I'm gonna be
I'm a
happy.
pastor
Malware, spyware.
I'm passing the same for everything. I love
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tim, hit us up with some news, man.
Yeah.
News.
So
Theories.
we're gonna talk about first thing we're talking about at the table is the new Star Wars trilogy. Being
Well, we're in it right now, right?
Yeah.
The new Star
Episode 8?
Another.
no,
Wait,
we're talking
what?
about
Another one.
we're talking about episode
Yes.
actually not even 10,
The one
11,
in the-
12. It's going to be something completely different. Starting if they do decide to start calling it episode 1 again, they might do it.
Episode Alpha?
Or
Episode...
I don't think they're gonna start in the middle like episode 4 the way they did the New Hope.
Mm-mm.
They're taking us to. They're gonna give us entirely new characters, entirely new lore, or actually same Star Wars lore, but they're gonna have it on the outside of the galaxy, or they're gonna explore part of the galaxy that they never explored before.
Yeah.
And Rian Johnson is going to be directing the film.
Yeah, the director for episode 8.
I'm sorry. He's not doing all 3. He's the writer of the first film that's coming out.
Mhm.
He's also helping produce it. No word on him directing it. No official word of him directing it because he's already done these 2. But Kathleen Kennedy has been proud of like his work for this last one that he's done,
Yeah.
that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That
The Last Jedi.
yeah, that she's very excited to see what he can do with this new trilogy because he's so creative.
Oh.
Like she cannot. She's so excited about him. Like she can't find the words to describe how much she loved seeing him work through the Last Jedi, the whole movie.
Change the company
To do.
from Lucasfilm to Ryan Film.
So that's why, like, that makes me excited to see what the movie's gonna be like, The Last Jedi, because she's so hyped and she has no words for it, and I think she's pretty like,
she's been a,
Maybe she's still turned off by the two directors from Han Solo movie.
but she's been so on point. It seems, even though she's been kind of like after people's heads, firing people and hiring people, but I don't know if it's luck or if she knows talent.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, she knows. I think she knows talent.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's luck. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's luck.
She knows talent because she went and got what's his name for Solo.
Ron Howard?
Yes, Ron Howard.
The director, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he made Willow, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And who doesn't like Willow?
Yeah. Willow Watkins.
What is Willow?
Willow is a movie that came out in the 1980s. I'm not going to get into, but anyway, it's he had an imagination, and he worked with actors and actresses who weren't very good at the time, and he made this movie that still stands the test of time.
Yeah,
it's the way Star Wars does.
Just like Val Kilmer.
Well, he's like B-list actor.
I think
watch his movies besides Top Gun. And what's the other movie?
The Iceman melted a long time ago. I'm just saying.
There's another movie he was in.
With him, The Saint.
The Saint.
That one was a fantastic movie.
That was good. He did one. It was like a small
Batman
movie.
Batman. No, that wasn't a good movie. Was that a good movie?
Wait, are you saying you didn't like Val Kilmer and Top Gun?
You haven't seen that one?
What is it?
Good.
Are you saying you don't like Val Kilmer and Top Gun?
No, I don't do Top Gun.
Oh, you said except Top Gun.
Iceman?
Yeah.
I still have yet to see Top Gun.
You're dating.
What? Okay.
Nope.
That doesn't make me feel bad for not seeing
Your
it.
ego is running
I felt bad for a
against
second,
that
but
your
I've
body
seen Top
can't
Gun.
cash.
I'm sad now. I'm the only one at the table.
Well, that should.
Yeah. It probably should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to myself.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm doing a good job at it, by the way.
Speaking of the Han Solo movie that you brought up, Tim, I found out that
Solo.
when was it supposed to be?
What?
The Han Solo movie?
It's calling for March still, I think. March 2018.
Now.
But sorry, May. I said March.
Yeah, May. Actually, Memorial Day
That's my birthday.
is when it's gonna come out.
Happy birthday! Yeah, you get a movie.
Yay! Wow.
Wow.
I think they coordinated that
They're
for me.
new.
just for
They're like, hey, princess, you out there? I'm like, I'm here.
Just take us time to thank him to the screen right there.
Thank you. Kind people.
They're watching it.
Ron Howard. I appreciate it.
Ron. Buddy boy.
Ron Weasley. Weasley's directing the film.
So who's gonna watch Han Solo?
Tim,
Tim, you gonna watch it?
Oh, out of us?
well,
Are
of course we're gonna watch
What?
it. Tim, why wouldn't we watch it?
I feel like
No matter how bad, since it's Star Wars, but like no matter how bad it is, Force of Destiny, we're still gonna watch it.
why did you bring up that to me?
I left that behind.
I moved on.
Tim has it.
What,
We haven't gone over Force
You
of
know, I
Destiny
mean,
yet.
what? You know, we.
Honorable mention.
Yeah. Okay. So even if Han Solo,
Is it dumpster fire?
yeah,
That
Tim's
picture is
gonna watch
awesome,
it twice
dude.
at the movies.
No,
No?
if it's horrible, I'll just watch it once.
Yeah.
That's all. And probably.
Yeah, you're a Star Wars.
Yeah, I
fan,
just
right?
watch it once. I don't think I'm so into the digital movies now that I'm not buying the stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's just all whatever I can
Download
stream.
it.
Yeah.
Stream it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna buy the new Disney streamable stuff like Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
We're gonna have to. I think we're all gonna have to,
Yeah.
or at least one of us have the account. We all share that same account.
Everyone pays a portion.
We-
Not it.
Not it.
Damn,
How
dude,
How
this
much do you pay for your Disney streaming? Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, but it's $5 a month. I pay $1.
Alright.
$1.08 plus tax.
Oh, wow.
Oh
It's gonna have a lot of
yeah.
stuff on it, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Holy
Oh yeah.
moly.
Well,
I
'cause I
think
think
it's worth.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No,
well, there's a new Marvel thing coming on. It's coming on Hulu. Did you hear about the
well,
Road
Hulu's owned by Disney.
Wait, which one? Who?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is
I
but
don't know
before
about-
it was like you would seem like you see a lot of it frontline with Netflix.
Mhm.
Well, I mean Daredevil,
Yeah.
Punisher now, just came out today and all everything. So seeing that this one's going to be presented on Hulu and not Netflix, is that the shift that we're looking for? Is that them finally making the shift away from it?
Probably. I would think so.
Just thinking that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I really do.
Who knows?
Do y'all think
I mean, we all
That-
think about something, Lewis.
that Disney's creating a monopoly here?
Yes, they are. They're gonna own the entire
Oh yeah.
entertainment industry. Anything that entertain the country, they are gonna own.
What?
Well, I mean,
Well, they're owning every.
Well, they
facet
own
of it now.
ABC already too.
ABC,
right?
ESPN.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about.
Yeah,
I don't think.
So maybe telecommunications.
they are writing the narrative for all of us.
what they want us to buy,
Yep.
eat, they're pretty much shoving it down our throat, right?
Most of their content is always killer though. It's like number one movie, this number one. That's all you get from Disney. So
Yeah.
I don't mind it too much if they monopolize the system. But we won't have the diversity anymore. We'd have to go off to. But
How big does Disney have to get until the government says, you know what? No, we're not going to allow this sale to go through.
When Disney
Or-
tries to buy out the White House.
Well, that's the thing is because
The
Disney has
people
so
have
much
the
money from the revenue and
power.
stuff. They don't have to buy anything anymore. They can just make their own, kind of like what they're doing to Netflix.
True.
Like they don't have to buy out Netflix. They can just make their own streaming services as they're doing, and eventually it'll maybe put Netflix out of business, especially if it has a contract as big as Disney, considering that they own a lot of big marketable names.
yeah.
Well,
So,
that in itself
the
would
government-
create a monopoly if you put everybody else out of business.
Well, no, we're just talking about a few things here, but
What Netflix exclusives are going to keep them together before Disney takes over?
Stranger Things.
not House of Cards anymore. That's for damn.
Yes,
Not Stranger Things because it only has 2 more seasons.
2? That's it?
They wrote it for 4
They already
seasons.
have.
They already have listed up
Spin-offs.
for 4 seasons.
There's
No.
a second season out?
There's. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's a show.
That's 2 in a row. Oh my god.
God.
So I haven't seen Top Gun and I haven't seen the second season. Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You heard it.
I'm not.
I'll wait in the corner while y'all finish the podcast.
Second.
This is
season
his house. Go outside.
Should be called
I said go outside.
The Rise of Stephen Harrington.
Oh my
Yeah.
The
goodness.
second
Yeah.
season.
That'd be great. I love that. I
It's his own spin-off with about his hair.
Steve,
Little faucet hairspray, or whatever you call it. Conditioner.
I got so excited. It's your joke.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, I love Steve.
Thank you.
what other news you got, Tim?
We are done talking about the trilogies. Actually, are we still talking about?
Oh, I don't know.
We just went off to Han Solo.
Yeah, no, go back.
What are your thoughts on what they can do? What are they going to be doing with it?
Well, you said it's going to be.
I mean, it's kind of like we don't know, but
Everybody's saying the Knights of the Old Republic.
Dude, please.
and
What?
yes,
What?
Very
Disney's
nice.
pretty good about listening to their people
God,
because
they
that
make it.
speaks money. Like it's
We are their people.
And they've been calling. No, they've had like a petition going to
Pretty
bring
much.
up a live action.
fans,
Did you sign it?
family.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I know.
didn't.
That's too many infractions. Go away. No, because
and they could make a trilogy out of it, but they can also. But they're saying if they're gonna explore a part of the galaxy they've never explored before, like, are they talking about? They're only saying that because the Old Republic is Legends, so they can technically say it's never been explored before because they didn't make it canon.
well, kind of, yeah. Because look at what everything that they've done from bringing in Episode 7 to now. Everything was marketed as Legends until they brought it back and changed and manipulated to the way they needed to for the new running that's now canon. So they have all this stuff that they can pull from, and as long as it matches with the timelines, or if they want to manipulate things a certain way, then they'll market that as canon. So I think it's easy for them to pull from Knights of the Old Republic because they've already changed a few things. As far as canon is concerned, going back to those tales and stuff. And they can just rewrite the way they want to. If they didn't like something that was, previously established, then they can manipulate to the way it works for this storyline. And even then, if you think about it, they say trilogy, assuming that it does well, then it could have another trilogy after that. They have many shoot-off stories, like you saw Clone Wars, you saw Rebels, even for this storyline that we have now.
Mm-hmm. I wish they wouldn't have titled it as a... Did they title it as a trilogy?
They called it a new trilogy.
They're calling it a trilogy.
I mean, why do we... I think a trilogy in itself kind of... I mean, I know you have an opening, and then a tragedy, and then you complete the story, right? In a trilogy, it's nice and clean, but, I mean, why limit yourself on... It's 3 movies.
I mean, I might be speaking out of turn, but...
So you're saying do something like the way they did it with these 10 movies or 9
or maybe
movies?
even what I was hoping in my... Okay, this is what I was hoping. That they were going to take this Star Wars thing, kind of like James Bond. Just keep going. You know what I mean? Just keep going.
Yeah. So keep doing Han Solo, but just keep going and recasting Han Solo every time?
No. Well, I know with James Bond,
got you, bro.
With James Bond, you have to do that. But there's different stories with Star Wars. Of course, characters would have to die off. You know what I mean? But if you keep going, then you create this whole almost like a history that we're seeing of Star Wars that we're going through with them. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, I think it's still this huge timeline, and eventually it all will line up at one point or another.
Yeah.
It's just it's easy for them to say that they have this trilogy that's, it has these 9 movies and stuff, and they want to go so far back and so far back and say to the past, so it doesn't exactly interwove, it doesn't connect. Mm-hmm. Because really, episodes 1 through 9 is about the Skywalker lineage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And maybe people...
Thank you, Natasha. Yeah, I had to stop and say thank you.
Thank you.
So, okay, go on.
It's okay. But I mean, if you're looking at, like I said, the scope of 1 through 9, it really is about the Skywalker line, more or less.
Yeah.
And I think to a point for Disney to keep everyone interested, I mean, of course, it's Star Wars, but also to keep the idea fresh is to take another aspect. Instead of having these single movies, like Rogue One was obviously a single movie in itself. It fit within the timeline, but there's not going to be a Rogue One 2. Dash 2?
12.
Dash 2?
1, 2?
Rogue One.
Second
also.
act? Second act. Anyway.
1.2?
Part 2.
Rogue
One.
One.
So there's going to be a Rogue
Anyway.
One Part 1 and Rogue One
Because
Part
Rogue One's
2.
like their shit.
So,
But do we have a Rogue One Part 1? Because it's just Rogue One.
It's just Rogue One, buddy. And so... I don't know what they're going to do for Han Solo, but I think what they're trying to do is they have these little offshoot movies.
Rogue 2.
They have these little offshoot movies, but they want to completely do another portion of the storyline that doesn't coincide with the time frame that we know of right now to see if it's even good or something. Yeah.
That's true. I mean, maybe just I don't know. That's what I would like to see.
Let me catch it again. Well,
Origins.
yeah, that's what I want to see. Which
Oh
one?
my gosh.
No.
Yeah or no?
You need to do a poll on Facebook for what is a trilogy movie. So what trilogy movie would they rather see? Which is the Old Republic, right? Or do you want to see an origin story, The Force?
That's actually a good poll question, I think.
I made the poll questions here. Wait.
Write it down.
Take a picture. I don't give a.
Oh, man.
Things are getting spicy.
Let's get that explicit tag on this video.
Tim might have a shot tonight. Come on, the boy.
Kill me now. I mean, what?
Well, what do you girls think? What do you think about
30,000 BBY.
Do you like the trilogy's okay.
Plus
We got that
one.
trilogy out of the way. We got that story. Let's go on to do something different. I mean, what do y'all think?
Like starting a whole new trilogy kind of like I don't know, kind of hurts my feelings in a way. Like,
But what if Darth Vader looks like another Anakin, like Dark Anakin?
sold?
See, I
Oh
knew
my
that was
God.
gonna work. I had to throw that in there.
You're a manipulator.
I know how to sell
system,
tomatoes.
too.
It just to screw with everyone.
He's gotta have the hair.
They cast Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader.
What do you think, sir?
I kind of want to see an origin story.
Yeah.
The Force, yeah.
I think
That'd
that's
be really cool.
too.
That'd be so
Yeah.
cool. Done. It's happening.
Poll question.
Oh, poll questions happening.
Signed, sealed, delivered. Our next poll question. Tim made sure of it. Is what?
What's
are you
the
talking about?
next
Hold on, are you doing a poll question right now?
No, no, I'm taking some.
Okay.
He's looking at Instagram. He's not paying attention to the show. Huh? Yeah, sure. No problem. Well, okay. Talking about new
What?
news, have you played any of
Oh, I
Battlefront 2
did
yet?
that like all over.
Yes, I have, and it is matches up with the ending, like it said it was gonna do. Matches up with the ending of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
So like what we get whenever they're doing their thing, fighting out there, doing their battle. Meanwhile, on one of the rebel ships, you get the main character Iden Versio. I'm still getting used to that.
Who's the actress that does it?
Shiva from the league.
I was trying to get
Shiva.
She
Oh, hell,
Shiva.
Shiva.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's
Shiva
and
Kamini Silvakundagram.
it's pretty accurate because you get to see
Come
like
Shiva Kamini Silvakundagram.
Shiva.
Anyway.
kind of like the way Rogue One was with A New Hope, like how they were like almost side by side.
Mhm.
This is more like together at the same time. What's happening? And
Oh.
what was that?
Oh my goodness.
Was that your phone?
No.
Oh,
There's someone else here.
See
Oh my
alarms.
god, there's a ghost.
Oh,
What?
There's the alarm system, yes.
even
Alex,
the admiral in this game, Battlefront, calls the admiral in Return of the Jedi a punk.
really?
He
Oh
calls
my
it-
goodness.
Yeah, because they show the scene. They show the scene from Return of the Jedi in the game.
Uh-huh.
Like they don't show like actual footage, but they
Spoilers! God!
recreate it where I'm playing the first mission, and my job is to go in. I get captured on purpose by the rebels,
Well, that's
And-
just silly.
and and with me and my droid, which is the ID-10, which rides on my back, comes with me to help me
IB-10?
to get through like the doors that are locked or you need access to.
Damn.
He's able to like hack all that stuff. What?
He said it's the Ivy Tim drug.
No, you said ID-10, and I'm like, but IB-10.
Oh.
It's Tim.
Because that's you, right?
Yes. I know,
You know
I know how you think. Okay.
Oh, Nate's calling you out already. No spoilers.
Oh, Nate, you're gonna hear the spoiler, man, because it's already in Return of the Jedi. So don't worry
Go.
about it. Anyway, so I go in there because the rebels have information on the fleet for the Empire, where they're at on that planet Endor,
Mhm.
right? So,
What's that mean?
Actually, it's a moon.
oh, okay, yeah.
That's what
What's
he
that?
said.
Okay, I was like, am I wrong about this?
He's like, I've been watching the movies this whole time and thought it was Tatooine. No.
Yeah, so I make my way through. I get the information that they have before they let it out. I find the video and I kill it, destroy it.
Mhm.
Now they don't know where the fleet is at, so we have the advantage. The Empire has the advantage because that's who
Yeah.
I'm playing as. So I make my escape, and when I make my escape, it cuts to the admiral. Yeah, Admiral Garrick. There's another admiral there on his destroyer, and he's watching the other destroyer at the Death Star get hit at the bridge.
Uh-huh.
Where Admiral Akbar in the movie says, "Was like, give it everything you got. I'll attack on at the bridge on the Super Star Destroyer." Right?
Yeah.
So then you see that kamikaze fighter just like hit the bridge. And
Yeah.
then the guy in the ship's like, it's too late. And he
Yeah.
jumps in the pit, but like, why would you jump in the
'Cause
pit?
the whole
Because the
thing-
whole thing's going to blow up
Yeah.
anyway.
Because
Like,
the bridge.
You're going to die.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you see it hit the Death Star. And that, while the Admiral's watching, he mentions the Admiral in the movie. He says, Admiral Piet, you fool.
Yeah.
And I thought that's very cool, like to have that connection. Like this happened in the movie, so this was happening at the same time, like right outside that window.
Because there were several Star Destroyers.
You get to see what's happening in Return of the Jedi from a different perspective, and also like it's just a different story at the same time.
Yeah.
But on the Empire side, with the what's that, Inferno Squad? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how many hours have you played, Tim?
So I've only played probably about maybe 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
So is that like enough to unlock like Luke's right shoe?
Maybe less. No.
I don't know if everyone's familiar. They've been having a big issue with EA about like having to spend so much money or spend so much time playing the game to unlock some of the iconic legendary characters. I think Tim could fill in a little bit because I don't know what they have available, but I know I think Vader was one of those, and I think Luke as well. And they've been having a lot of issues with it where you have to pay, like you said, some guy like mapped it out, it was like 40
hours to you'd have to play 40 hours just to unlock Vader. There's like 8 or so characters, maybe more characters to unlock, kind of like in Mortal Kombat you have like those hidden characters.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and you have to in those games you have to just beat the game to unlock it. Well, in this one you have to earn the credits, the Star Wars credits to even unlock them. So originally the game says you're gonna pay 60,000 credits to unlock Darth Vader. And that guy did the number crunching, like Micah said, and be like how much credits you earn after every fight, after every battle. Like your goals that you meet, you get a certain amount of credits. So it takes 40 hours just to unlock one character out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much time? You know, that's a few months playing that game, like just sitting there.
I want you to draw it out.
That's almost like 8 hours a day, months, you know, just to do all that. So what it's doing, it's forcing the player for the game to go out there and buy the microtransactions and say, I want this many credits so I can unlock that.
Okay.
So you're paying even more money just to even get those credits.
$60 game turns into $300.
It turns, exactly. Just to unlock these characters. And then those people that paying all that money, like maybe let's say about 10% of the people that play in the game actually have that kind of money.
Yeah.
To unlock all that stuff. And then the rest of the players don't have shit and they have to earn it, and they're getting killed in multiplayer because they don't have all that cool stuff or money to pay for that.
It forces them to go buy.
So there was like a petition for that, and
that's what it was. Like they had it on was it Reddit, and the record before was like 40,000 downvotes, but this one got like 250,000 downvotes.
Oh yeah.
It broke the record insanely. And
I feel like Disney saw that they were gonna be losing a lot, so they said, I mean, they're losing money, but they care more about the fans, and they probably told EA, you need to do something about this. So what EA did is they dropped the whole microtransaction thing.
First, they dropped it to 75%.
Right. Okay. Yes, they dropped the credit amount to unlock even like Darth Vader to 75%. So it used to be 60,000, is now 15,000.
But then they regulated it to where you weren't getting as many credits in the game for completing it. So it's still like the same thing. It's just the illusion of it being cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the people were getting still.
We're still
Like,
getting
pissed off. You're like for this thing that I did.
1/4 portion.
Yeah. Instead of a full portion. You know.
It was 1 portion each last week.
For real.
EA apologized to the community, and they pulled the whole microtransaction out, so you can't do any of that now.
Yeah, they released it like what, last night or something. This morning.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to reimburse you then?
No.
Well, it's not reimbursing. It's just they're taking that option away.
Oh,
as of right now,
yeah.
they'll probably add it
Like
on later.
you weren't before,
Some
right before the game was released, they took it out.
Oh, okay.
So nobody actually got to pay anything.
Yeah.
To get ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
They figured out what was wrong and corrected it before they had to owing people money. Or...
What was wrong? Greed.
yeah, really, right?
But the character Greedo was for free.
Wow. Interesting stuff.
Yes.
I mean, I like first-person shooters, but I'm just not good at them. So I kind of stay away.
Yeah, I know. I played online with you once on Call of Duty.
Yeah. All the vulgarities. And,
Lewis.
Yeah. It was.
I hit him point blank 4 times with a shotgun to the chest, and he doesn't die.
Yeah.
That was
And then he smiled at me, and I was like,
That was years ago.
yeah, that was pretty bad. But,
4 hit markers. I always love hearing people talk shit like that.
what else you got, Tim?
Those are the 2 things I had was the trilogy and the whole Battlefront shenanigans
Yeah.
where they had issues with the credits. Yeah,
You hear anything?
No.
No?
I heard something. Let me look this up real quick.
Okay. Sarah, have you heard anything? You're hiding from us?
Oh god.
No?
I'm going to.
oh, there was.
She was talking.
Came in to say.
I just remembered.
Did Sarah tell you?
And I only saw it one
Oh
time.
no. Yeah. Mhm.
Sarah told me.
I didn't know.
There's a new trailer. Well, I don't want to say trailer, but TV spot with some extra content, or extra scenes or
The Last Jedi?
lines. Uh-huh. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Shoot, I forgot what the.
Oh, like the TV spot?
Yeah. There was
Is
some.
that the one with Poe Dameron? Like talking about All Out War or something?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
No, I haven't seen that.
No,
I haven't heard of it.
Oh, so Ray says, what's pretty important. This one changes our theories some, I think, or takes a hit. Where, Luke says that he's scared
Mm-hmm.
to have for Ray's power.
You've seen this power
well,
before.
Yeah, so like almost at the same setting, like right there where they're at training. Ray is looking at him and says that she won't leave him like the way Kylo did. Yeah. So how much of that do you think is she gonna hold true? Like,
So
do you think she'll never leave him? Because she said that. She said straight up, "I'm not gonna leave you like he did."
So they've been talking for her to know that information.
Wait, this was
What
in
do you
the
mean?
trailer?
What do you
Or
mean
was
they
this, was
just
this
talking?
actors discussing this?
No, this is the trailer. She turns to him and
You know what
says,
that sounds to me? Like, I'm not gonna leave him. Okay, how is she gonna leave? Kill Luke. What do you think?
Who's killing Luke?
"That in order to leave him, she'd kill him."
Well, for her to leave,
Yeah. Or maybe she'll
But
follow
die.
him, or she could just follow him to the dark side if he turned dark. She
or follows him to death.
Or she probably. Then she would have to separate if she wanted to stay on that light side. Oh, and then there's another part of that same trailer where Ray talks about where she closes her eyes and he asks her. Luke says, "What do you see?" And she says, "I see the light
I see a hand. Sorry.
and the dark." And when she says light, you get something different again. It's Princess Leia, and it's a shot of the door closing. And you have that crystal wolf outside, and then dark, and then it's Luke's hand busting through the rubble or the fire.
Mm.
Remember the two one.
So in one trailer, so in the main trailer, we get when they say light, we get Luke, and then in this one, when they say dark, we get Luke again with his hand in the rubble.
Oh,
So misdirection, or I'm confused.
Once again.
it could be misdirection.
Where's that button? Over.
Yeah.
Hi, Josh. Hi,
Over
Charlie.
there.
Mhm. Pew pew.
Is Luke going bad?
I hope
Luke.
not.
It'd be crushing,
I hope
right?
not. Yeah. We talked about this the other day.
Yeah,
I would cry.
yeah.
He's gonna dip his feet
Hardcore.
in the water.
Hey, I like the way this feels.
What? It's so weird.
It's so squishy.
feels like sand.
Oh god.
My father
For
hated
some
sand.
reason, I like sand.
Isn't it ironic that Kylo had slammed his helmet down on the sand when he was following his father's footsteps?
That was insane. No, that was
ashes.
Yeah. Don't take away.
It's
Don't
sad,
take that
dude.
from me, okay, bro?
Come on, it can be sad.
I like Nate when he answered your poll question and he put the sand.
Oh
Why is it dark in here? It's like
It's the sun.
The sun's going dark. You can flip that switch too. No, it creates.
what's the switch for? Oh, like
Better?
wait
Dun,
for it.
dun, dun.
I don't know. It looks better. Yeah, it's cool.
So, what were we talking about? We're talking
I
about Star
was
Wars,
talking
right?
about-
Oh, I didn't,
Yes.
we're talking about any. You looked to her and said, "Is there any news that you've heard?"
That's right. Have you heard any news?
I wrote something in my diary.
You wrote it in your diary?
One day, yes.
Oh.
I came with
Ooh,
this
GCD.
super
Wait, you
What?
have a diary?
diary.
Is that your
Yes.
actual
What?
self?
I
You
have
don't?
feelings.
You don't?
Okay. As surprising as it may be.
And she can't
I
share her
have
feelings with
feelings.
us.
I had to write it down first, and then I just, decided to
To
share
share.
my feelings.
Yeah, people out there might want to
Might
hear your
care
feelings.
about my
They
feelings.
may have be going through the same thing you're going through.
Dear Micah,
Yeah.
you are the scum beneath my toe.
Those are the words I needed to hear. Yes.
Sarah, you're gonna
I
read
will.
to
I
us?
will read.
Okay, well, while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh. Oh, I have diary music. Cool. So I wrote, "Dear Diary, it's me again. I'm sorry we haven't spoken in a while, but I just needed to get this off my chest. Diary, I can take a lot of things. I can take paying way too much for cell phone service. I can take the fact that when I try to use the force to bring the remote to my outstretched hand, it never works. But what I'm about to reveal to you today, Diary, I cannot take. Well, how can I put it, Diary? I thought I would give it another chance, but no good came of it. I should have known. It didn't work out for us the first and second times. But I was just so certain that if I kept an open mind and an open heart, things would change. But I was so wrong. These are my feelings, guys. Don't laugh at them.
Sorry.
Sure, it was promising at first, but sure enough, it was the same thing all over again. Well, Diary, here it goes. What I've been trying to tell you this whole time is it's painful.
Yeah.
It's hard to share your feelings.
It is. So
I'm about to freaking throw up.
this is what Sarah wanted to share with you.
This is what I wrote. in
Okay,
my
I'm gonna
diary.
throw up.
Destiny hit it and broke your heart.
Yeah.
Is this what it's about? Is this what
I
this
thought
is about?
I was throwing up.
Who wrote this segment? You did.
Moments, both big and small, shape us into forces of destiny.
This is already too long for
You
questions.
think we should let him?
Should let them what?
Leia, we were just.
Letting the Ewoks cook the enemy?
We just got here.
Well, were you going to stop them?
Of course. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Look, who am I to interfere?
Please let them go. We must treat the enemy fairly. Clearly, the Ewoks are hungry. Go to General Syndulla's camp and find a crate of ration sticks we can offer them. I'll make sure the stormtroopers stay safe.
Great. I know what that's gonna cost me. This better be worth it. Look, I know how it sounds, but I need snacks for the little furballs. They're trying to cook stormtroopers and need the ration sticks to trade.
I'll give you the
Painful.
ration
Painful.
sticks. If you say it.
What? No, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay then. Give my regards to General Organa.
The Ghost is a superior ship to the Falcon.
Wow. Finally agree on something. Yeah, and you can have the rations. Thanks. Ooh, it's good. Try I'll have to thank Hera for this.
Hera, what about me?
By the way, no one believes the Ghost is a superior ship to the Falcon.
Right, well, you don't have to tell me.
What's that? Oh god.
So hey, don't laugh. These are Sarah's
They are
feelings.
my feelings.
Wait, Hera's still alive?
She lived through all that.
That's your issue? That's your...
Have it out.
The Ewoks were eating Kit Kats.
They were eating
And that was your issue.
pretzel sticks.
Okay, my bad. Pretzel sticks.
I mean, they're supposed to be dead, right?
They were eating Wonka bars. That's Golden
Found
ticket.
Oh my god.
Turned into a musical for a second.
Oh my god.
Have you ever pranced with a golden ticket?
I have.
So she wants to know, out of all that, you got
You got that.
Hera.
Yeah, Hera should be dead.
Hera's she's from Rebels.
Oh.
And Rogue One.
And Rogue One.
You never see her though.
Yeah, you guys are.
I guess Chopper
Yeah,
too.
well, that's
Chopper.
what I was like. Well, that's understandable, but I'm like, where the hell is a ghost still alive? And Hera captain.
So
That was BS.
Sarah unloaded all her
All my
feelings to y'all
Yeah.
and to everybody watching. Man, how do you feel, Tim?
My reaction was I could not believe Han Solo said that Ghost is at no point in his life should he have said the Ghost is superior to the Falcon. At no point. He would have died not saying it. Like he would take that to the grave. He would never have said that about that ship. Because that's his baby.
Mm-hmm.
He would never say that. So it's bullshit.
Is he?
I don't really know.
You laughed a couple of times.
Yeah, I laugh at
You're like, I laugh at
I was the
everything.
only person.
They
that
really made his
listened to this.
character like he was not easy to manipulate, not like that. You
Yeah,
can't do that
that's
to him. Just not
Man,
Han.
look at the little.
So,
Mm-hmm.
It was-
Well, yeah, because he follows up with Leia. Okay, let me get what you want, sweetheart.
So, sadly enough, Sarah's called it quits. Unfortunately,
Of course it
destiny
is.
forever.
Yeah.
Took you this long?
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, she was gonna
I
give
gave it
her-
another shot. Did you read my diary?
You were
Or did you hear me
Technically
read my
speaking-
diary?
Actually,
Did you hear me?
you gave it a third shot. Did you read your own diary?
I did.
Huzzah!
So what killed it for you
I
was
was
the
watching.
chocolate
It
bars.
was yeah. I missed the
Bars.
Yeah, I was really looking forward
helmet
to the
drums.
the fellowship, the barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The helmet.
Right.
I missed the drums. It was
Whoa.
a really good beat.
I wasn't
Oh,
gonna attack that moment too much because Yoda did it to the dang. What was he attacking?
R2?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, he was really trying to get at those rations, right?
See, give him that
So
now.
why-
Look,
he
almost like
did it, why
He's
not-
in there throwing shit out. Like
Why not the
making into it.
Ewoks? But
Well, there was so much mess in that thing. The Ewok should be dead.
Uh-huh. Continue.
That's Hera should be dead. The ghost shouldn't be there.
How many years removed is that from Rogue One?
From Rogue One?
oh yeah. There's another thing in
Like 5 years
I
ago.
forgot about that. Now he said that. He said Ewoks should be dead. And Battlefront 2, I got to that part where the Death Star exploded, and I had to fly through it.
Ooh, nice.
And so there's a bunch of debris everywhere.
Ewok bodies, please.
But no,
Please.
no, it wasn't. The gravity did not go down into the planet. So I don't know if there was something still there that was still neutralizing everything,
kind of trying to
keeping
keep
it together. Because I had to fly through all that, and it wasn't moving anywhere.
Ooh.
I mean, they were slowly like moving in space, but it wasn't
Probably like in the orbit.
flying. And yeah.
Mm.
So the Ewok lives. This is canon.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed.
It's canon.
You, along with Sarah and Izzy and Tim and myself, are all disappointed.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
I gave up after I watched the first
Oh, are
episode.
you disappointed?
The
Did you
second
like
one, the second episode. That's
Oh my
that's-
god.
I watched the
Izzy
first
liked it.
one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Izzy
You
liked
hated
it.
Nope.
I'm sorry. No, you did. Tell us how you feel. If you did like it.
Izzy laughed at that part.
Yeah, tell us
Tell us
after
how you
giving
did.
a 25 for Attack of the Clones and how you like that mess.
No, I really, I want to hear why you liked it.
Oh, I don't-
Yeah, come on, tell us. It's fun.
Han looked so dreamy.
Yeah.
Even though that
For
wasn't really
you.
Han.
For a second there, it almost looked like he was wearing like a suit. Like I thought he was wearing like a suit. The way they set him up, I was like, "Why are you wearing a suit for?" But then like you gave it a long shot, and then you see he's wearing his jacket. But
Yeah.
damn suit.
But I want to hear why.
Cute. Little Ewoks, and they're like, ah. And Leia was so cute, and they were just joking. And
This
she
has been
was like,
barbecuing the
"Aw."
Ewoks.
This is
I was kind of hoping they would actually.
there's
like,
your
like
audience.
The...
That's the
The
audience.
duos?
The Ewoks?
No.
No, that's what I just said. They should have been barbecuing
No.
the Ewoks.
No, that's friends.
And
Friends.
it only took one
Are they going
Ewok
to take the
capture
Ewoks
them
off?
entire-
No.
Where were all the other Ewoks? There was just like that one main evil one. He was just there, like freaking
That one
leprechaun.
weird Ewok.
Leprechaun. Bring me my piece of gold. Oh my god.
We'll get a horror movie.
Thank you for sharing your feelings with
It was
us.
difficult.
That was. It
Uh-huh.
sounded.
It was
You
really
dug
Oh.
deep,
yeah.
and then you
Yes.
couldn't voice that
Mhm.
at first. You had to put it in.
What
your diary.
song was that too? I feel like
Huh?
I know that song.
Yeah. Well, maybe one of these days I'll tell you.
All right.
It's the music he plays when he writes in his diary.
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Dear Diary.
All 37 volumes.
Like Jimmy Fallon did. Just in me.
Maybe next time Izzy will let us dig into her Star Wars diary.
Yeah, it's pretty emotional. I mean, you gotta brace yourself for that.
All of a sudden, Micah has a diary.
Oh, she does.
No, I do. God, I hate all the Jedi. I wish they
Riding
just
in Ewok
freaking
blood.
die.
Oh my
Get them in their
god.
stupid robes.
So much hate. And then he burns it when he's done.
I'm waiting for the correction. Hey, Han, grab
That's
my
so
lightsaber.
He doesn't say that.
That's what I said. I'm waiting for the
Oh.
correction.
He has a diary.
Because it's essentially what was
behind
said.
him.
It came down to that big ass, badass Luke Skywalker who can use a force to grab
He
his
was
lightsaber.
sitting on it.
His lightsaber?
Oh.
That's kind of.
Ooh.
Did Han wipe it off before giving it back to Luke? Nate, I know you heard that
way
good
too
stuff.
far.
Oh god. Oh, this
I don't know
It doesn't
where
look
you were going with
It
that.
doesn't look
Not
silver.
that direction.
Oh my
I mean, what
god.
if that was the moment the crystal turned from blue to green.
Oh my god.
But if it's dominated, it doesn't turn red.
Oh.
Apparently, Luke still has fight in him.
Oh my god. I hope my mom
Need a
not tagging
driver.
this.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's disturbed. He's gotta go to the
We
restroom.
gotta go to the restroom. He had to take a time out. Oh my god. Increíble, mano.
Bless you.
Huh?
What?
Oh.
You sneeze?
Whoa. I don't know about all that. Wow. That's getting a lot of emotions out.
Yeah.
We need a refresh.
Yeah.
Hatred.
Hatred.
Energizer.
Yes.
Take 5.
Yeah.
I can feel your anger.
Oh, wow. So was that it for news, notes, theories, and touchy
Diary.
feeling? Diary,
Type- oh,
diary,
God.
yeah. You
Yeah.
probably want to sign that and
Burn it. Oh, I mean,
Possibly.
You know.
That's why I titled it Welcome to Lab, so nobody would know it was my diary.
Oh, you're
yes,
genius.
Yeah.
yes. You're gonna have to save that.
Correct.
So when Izzy shares her Star Wars
Oh,
diary,
yeah.
we can begin making a booklet
Ooh.
of our.
So I have to tear it out of my actual diary?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
No, you don't have to.
No?
Just write it.
Yeah,
Write it
just try
again.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then
So-
have it published.
That's what I plan on.
Out of
Doing.
it.
That's what I plan on doing.
Merchandise.
Merchandising.
Force choke
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Star Wars the musical. Made it on ice.
That I would.
I would
I
go
can't.
watch.
I already
it.
watched an episode of Force of Destiny. I can't take any more heartache, bro. Don't do this to me.
I'd watch it. Well,
I think you said ice. Watch it.
I think we should move to our next topic, which
Dun dun.
dun.
What's wrong?
Oops, what did I
And a
do?
great disturbance in the force.
Damn straight.
Millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror. Suddenly silence.
Well,
No, you're-
Micah put out
Obi-Wan, bro.
a poll question
Mm-hmm.
on our Force Choke podcast page on Facebook, and we had a lot of votes, right? How many
Yeah.
votes were there?
We actually got a total of 134 votes.
Wow.
Thanks everybody for voting.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Thank you. Excellent. So, what was the question, Micah? Because this was great. I'm so glad you did this. I think this would be great, like ongoing.
Yeah, I want to try to do one every week at least.
So, what was the poll question?
So the question we started with was, who is more responsible for Anakin's inevitable turn to the dark side? His closest friend and brother that wasn't ready to train someone so powerful, or the sinister Darth Sidious? So I also chose these particular gifts to kind of illustrate that they both share responsibility.
Gifts?
Jif.
GIF?
Yes.
I said Jif.
GIF?
You need to say gifts.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Is it GIFs? or
It's
GIFs?
Jif.
Jif.
Ask Google.
Like peanut butter?
GIF.
Go with
Jif.
Jif.
Peanut butter chip. Sorry,
Oh,
Jif.
that's a
Jif.
GIF
that is Jif.
Is
That
it
is a
official?
GIF. You're right.
or a GIF.
Because the person
Jif.
who created it.
Well, maybe it's
pronounced
like
it
a
that
Is
way.
it in the Webster dictionary now?
The
But it's
GIF
called
Is it in the
GIF.
Star Wars
It's a GIF
data
in
bank?
itself. Yeah.
It's in the data.
So,
GIF.
so a picture of Obi-Wan saying, "I have failed you," and then we have Emperor Palpatine.
Saying I am the Senate.
I couldn't find anything better.
Yeah, no, that's
You
good.
know, we're kind of limited with all those gifts.
Yeah.
At least strategy said it purposely. So out of the 134 votes, we actually do have a commanding lead, saying that 72% of y'all agreed that Anakin going to the dark side was due to Palpatine, or Sheev, or the Emperor, or Sidious. But my brothers and sisters, there's 28% of you kids that I love, including Tim. How did you vote?
I accidentally hit Obi-Wan.
It was all, I'm going to go Palpatine.
Yeah. I was like, what's he gonna go Palpatine? I was like, I slid it up. I remember like I was sliding it up so I could view more of the gifts, right? And I saw
Gifts? Presents?
GIFs?
Sorry.
and I was like, okay, I was gonna choose Palpatine, but then the phone slipped from my hand and I caught it. And when I caught it, I tapped Obi-Wan. And there was no way I could go back. I tried to hit Palpatine. I didn't do anything. Like, it doesn't change.
The important portion of that is, accident or not,
The Force
he
guided
chose
The
Obi-Wan.
Force guided him that
Oh,
way.
Forced
God.
me.
Search your feelings,
That's
you know it to be true.
That's me.
So you would have voted. I wonder if this happened to 20 other % of the people out there, Micah being that 1% that would have been left.
Don't take this away from me, damn it.
133 votes.
So no, this was a really great question, and I just want to say I was on the majority side, saying it was Emperor Palpatine.
mostly because he's.
How did you vote?
I would have voted for Palpatine. I didn't vote.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
But I got a text.
So it's already 60%.
I got a text early one morning from Aislinn,
And
she was saying, "What's up with all this? I'll throat punch somebody who says Palpatine." So
Really?
apparently, a lot of people are gonna get throat punched.
Wow.
Yeah.
For saying Palpatine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her?
I can't remember her reasoning.
Oh.
She said she was gonna we didn't have time to discuss it in detail, but
Oh,
if
interesting.
I find out,
Well,
next
I
time.
did
The guy.
capture some thoughts from people on Facebook, and
Samus or something?
Bob Olagub. I don't want to.
Beluga. Let's just call him Beluga.
A Luke Ballet.
You want to take down, sir? He said,
that was a tough decision, and since Qui-Gon Jinn isn't in the running, I'm gonna have to go with Obi-Wan.
So he'd rather blame Qui-Gon.
Maybe
What?
possibly. I can see
For
it.
taking him off his.
For starting this whole business.
For taking him from pod racing?
Yes,
Yeah,
he was really
He's like a
upset.
pod racer. You could have went somewhere.
I like that video where they changed Vader's voice to when he
Yeah.
talks about
Yeah.
My name is Anakin, and I'm a person. Nice to meet you.
Are you an angel?
Well, thanks,
I
Bob,
thought I
for
could do it. The pod racing.
Nate said it was Anakin's pal, Fred Patine.
Well, Bob, thanks for giving your input. Another person, Robert DeGaulle.
Government
Robert.
teacher.
Yeah, my government
Yeah.
teacher too. Crazy.
Thank you for giving your input and voting. Michael, you want to take that one?
He was a teacher. I feel like he's just a teacher.
Anakin did it for love. He was afraid the only person he truly loved was going to die. Palpatine twisted
Many
that.
years ago.
So yeah, the Jedi Council were being
Over 20
assholes,
years.
but Palpatine was playing everyone. Ultimately, I blame him.
I agree.
Oh.
I agree.
Mm.
I agree.
Hmm? I mean, it's a.
I was gonna come with a really weird scenario to
Yeah, I went
to try to. Never mind, but don't worry about it.
Is it going to take the next one?
And if it wasn't for Palpatine sitting there giving him that option,
Okay.
it was,
Will Brown.
Chapter 2.
Anakin himself is solely
This one is
responsible.
possible.
Hence, the lightning guilt lingering. I can't even.
Lightning. I'll take it.
And the
Anakin.
lingerie guilt.
All right, you take it, Tim. I like your version better. Go, Tim.
It's
The laundry.
He obviously rescued Luke in Return of the Jedi, which was Anakin, not Luke, as the return. But also, I believe, allowed the princess to be rescued because a Sith as powerful as he is. I refuse to believe he didn't feel the presence of Luke on his ship, even when Kenobi was on board.
I think that's from A New Hope, right? He thought that it sounded to me like he thought Vader would have known Luke, and that powerful force, I guess, was on there as well. And then he also mentioned something pretty cool too there, that Anakin was the return of the Jedi.
I like that.
So, Will, thanks for that input. If you're watching, if you're not watching,
And,
thank you anyways.
Keep your lingerie to yourself.
And your liking.
All right.
But you do have Tim's email address.
Tim will do it.
You're gonna change it again.
This is it time this week.
You stop giving it to Micah.
Izzy, take this one from us, from Keith Mixon.
The Jedi are to blame with their lack of insight into the true nature of the Force and what neglecting it would conjure.
That's right. Well, I think Yoda is a great representation of that. Yoda saw all these things coming, and he did nothing.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that before.
He did nothing. Like he saw, like they, Anakin is like having meditations with Yoda.
Yeah, we see that.
You see that in Episode 3. Even in the Clone Wars, there's even way better illustrations showing that Yoda knew all this shit was coming and still did nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the will of the Force. No, assholes, because you were boring. Not you, but I'm saying Yoda. You're like,
who's back there?
someone get the ass kicked, but ain't gonna. So I mean, that in itself. I mean, what's worse, doing the wrong thing and not doing anything at all?
Right. You're still making a decision inevitably, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's a tough one. I'll take the next one. From Robert Johnson Longster. He says the council was at fault for not putting him with Mace or Yoda. They were the two best trainers for Anakin to learn from. Obi-Wan just wasn't ready. Palpatine manipulated Anakin and is the main reason for him turning. If it wasn't for him, Padme would have lived, but the overall person to fail was Anakin, I guess, himself. Failed himself. It was a cataclysmic failure from all involved and helped along by Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I blame Shmi for having a dumb name.
No! Oh my goodness. All right. Who wants to take the next one? Volunteers? Mike got the next one.
The Jedi should have tended to that bad case of PTSD that compromised Anakin's emotional state. It's actually a valid point, though.
Yeah, he went through a big war.
Yeah.
Several battles, right? Thank you, Jason. Biatch.
Sounds like what?
I'm bad with names.
It's kind of hard in that case because I think the real pivotal point we're talking about is episode 2, but that's when he gains all this power, at least in leadership role, because he becomes a general because of Clone Wars. Unlimited power. Because that's when the Clone Wars are coming about. They got a lot of shit going on, but still, I think a lot of stuff even stems sooner than that too.
Yeah.
So.
I think even from his childhood, right?
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's the initial person. That's why they're blaming Qui-Gon.
Probably.
It's because they injected Anakin into this whole thing anyway. He could have easily just been
almost unnaturally, right?
That kid just, I'm a farmer, just doing random shit with the Force, but just being innocent at nature. Almost.
You know what? What it seems like on Tatooine, Anakin was actually a big deal on Tatooine. I mean, he's creating
kind of like Finn.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
He is a big deal.
Finn's a big deal?
He is. Well, he's going to be.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
All right, next one. Tim, you want to take this?
I'll take next one.
All right.
It says, Ashley Bradbury, his mom, everybody knows that.
Well, we do now.
His mom.
I thought moms were off limits, but I guess not.
Ladies, who wants to take next one? You want to take this one? Good, right.
So, I'm Derek. I'm going to say none. We should stop blaming our problems on other people and take responsibility for our own actions. Anakin chose his own fate. You got the...
That's very mature of him to say.
Yes.
Is that
That's a good point, though.
No, it's a valid point. Those kids.
I'll bring that up.
In person.
What's going on
Yeah,
over here?
Right in the mom and daddy corner.
Make sure you tap in the video so you can hear himself. No. It's a valid point, but beyond this
too much power.
is knowing this instrument, this tool, he needs direction too.
Yeah.
Ultimately he made the decision not to go to the dark side, but to save to save Padme, much like Mr. Seagal said on here. But nonetheless, though,
He followed.
even at a young age, there was just this whole responsibility thing that was just not taken seriously almost, and that got out of hand
quickly.
Yeah, trying to make a good excuse. Forget it. Go. Next one.
I think those are the ones that I got. So, poll question answered. It was Palpatine.
Answered spelled wrong, right?
He's
like,
and word. That's a really cute picture of Palpatine, though.
He's got the beautiful eyes.
Yeah, the beautiful Sith eyes.
Look at those lines on his face. Wow.
Curly teeth.
Yeah, baby.
Man, he aged well. How old is he? 25. Holy shit.
Oh god.
Okay, it's a hell of a joke.
Oh my goodness. So let's pull that thing. There we go. Well,
stop playing that damn jazz music.
Tim's all about the jazz music.
Turn it up, man.
If you ain't got the jazz music, I ain't coming.
Oh my god.
What has it turned into?
I could not. It's too dark in here. It's too much darkness.
Instead of one that's stuck with there, we have a flashlight used to the ship's face.
I know.
Recomposure.
So.
Recomposure. All right.
You're in timeout. Where the hell is it?
All right. Well,
Well,
I know everybody here has bought books except for me. Anybody read any of your books? Star Wars books?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
yeah, comics. You
No.
don't count them as books?
all my books were from Legends that I had. So I haven't bought any of the new stuff yet.
Yeah, how far are you on your boat, sir?
Have you started?
I started it.
Which one did you have?
I started
have
back when it was the
Ahsoka
year
book.
2015.
That's right.
Yes. And
How's the Ahsoka doing?
It's
It's collecting sand.
yeah.
It's getting sandy in there.
Ahsoka's good. She's
She hasn't died.
Strong.
she hasn't died yet. Yeah, she's
Is she still alive in Rebels?
mechanic.
Ahsoka?
Yes, I know in
Yes.
season 2, like she was,
She's still.
looked like she was slain.
It wasn't even Hildonga that came on and he wore the shirt
Yeah.
after they showed the trailer. I think for
I
season
think-
4, and then it changed from that she lives.
Because right now it's
Something
episode,
like
season 4, episode 5, I think. They're closing in on the Rogue One.
Yeah.
Ooh, are we going to see Ahsoka again? No. If she is alive.
Maybe as a ghost.
You're a ghost.
Force ghost. That's what I think. Or something else.
She's going to stay alive for forever.
Forever.
Maybe she's at Arctic Fox on.
Well, remember because she
That's her
took
Patronus.
she took the light, like she almost looked like the.
Oh,
It's
Patronus.
Harry Potter's.
Harry
It's a
Potter.
spirit animal.
It's
Oh,
Mine's a cat.
Patronus.
Yes.
Is that the name of it?
What's your Patronus?
His is a deer.
This is a sloth.
No,
no,
that's a
his is a
deer.
Mine-
wolf. I thought y'all's were wolves.
Mine would be a dire wolf.
Yeah. Wolves. Mine's an elephant.
Oh, I think mine was a honey badger.
Yes.
Yes, honey badger.
What was yours?
Honey badger don't care.
What was what?
Honey badger don't give a
What's
shit.
What's
Your
oh,
spirit
she's
animal.
yours was a cat.
Mine's a cat.
Very small.
A lynx cat?
Uh,
Or just a regular cat?
I don't know.
It's a house
Any
cat?
cat, she can pick a
I was
tiger.
like, oh,
A little
cute.
cat?
The ones that like knock over stuff on the table?
Yeah. Oh, don't do it. Oh.
Don't do it. Blink.
wow.
But I
Wait,
think she's gonna be live actually going back to the Ahsoka thing because she took like the life force from the daughter in the Clone Wars.
So you're thinking she's like immortal?
Kind of.
You think she's protecting the holocron that all that stuff plots from? She's just using the force to hold that mountain.
there's too much similarities right now with Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
What? What's happening?
Did you say holocron? Did you say holocron?
That looks like
Horcrux is a Horcrux too.
That looks-
Okay, because I thought he said
He said
holocron. I'm like,
holocron.
wait a minute, I don't know what
He said
Patronus means,
holocron.
but you're using words from there.
What a world, like yogurt.
Looking like it's gonna get up. Use a
Oh no.
It's gonna be like right put on the home while the sand comes out. Well,
Oh my god.
I can't see.
Oh, disgusting. Oh man. And you bought a Leia book.
I did.
How's she doing?
Right now, because she's trying to prove that she's worthy enough to take the throne, and so
The Game of Thrones.
The Iron.
Oh God,
really,
too much crossover.
yeah.
Wait, when does this start? I guess that's what I'm asking.
I don't know.
It's young.
She's young.
Okay, but I was gonna say because like all around the throne anymore.
Well, not yet before this,
Like, is she still a princess?
She's still princess.
Because she doesn't have people to go to.
but she's trying to prove that she's worthy enough to take over for her parents or something. And there's like a training that they're all doing. They're on some mountain or something. It's like really cold, and there's like a group of kids, and they're like, what are you here to prove? Like, you're princess. Like, you don't have to prove anything. We're all trying to like prove something. And she's like, well, I'm trying to like work for something. I don't remember. It's been a while. And this one girl like breaks her leg, and like
purpose?
this group, she's like running in the snow. And
Oh, I thought like in battle, freaking like cage match.
Figure 4 break there.
Whoa! Okay, go. Sorry, we derailed there for a second. We're back.
So the girl was like running in the snow, and she's like a kangaroo or something. She's like an animal, and she broke her leg. And then the group splits up, and they're like, "Well, if we're not there by sundown, like you lose. So you have to, go home and all that stuff. Move on to the next round." And Leia's staying with that girl. She's like, "I'm not leaving her here. Like, she'll die out here."
Yeah.
And then all the like advanced kids, they're like, "Well, we're gonna go and leave you guys here." And then she's stuck with like this group who really can't do anything. And that's kind of where I'm at.
Oh, interesting. So you don't know what happened?
Spoiler.
That's like
they
chapter
end up
10.
dying.
Oh, you're already on chapter 10?
Yeah.
How many chapters is it?
Like,
You're 187.
I think like 45.
Oh, so you're about
Quarter.
20%.
20%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got some drawings to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're busy. How's school going?
Good.
Yeah.
I actually did a drawing a couple days ago, and I recorded it, and I like sped up the video, so I was drawing really fast. It's really cool.
Did you put it on your?
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
You didn't put it on your YouTube channel?
I couldn't because
They got flagged?
Yeah, I got flagged for copyright. I was using a song from the comic book thing, and so I took it
Student
down.
They
cockroaches.
YouTube.
Screw you, cockroach.
YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So I just like.
So not just on this YouTube
All
channel
platforms?
that you're part of, but the other one you got dinged on too.
Wait, what song is this?
Savage.
Ooh.
21 Savage?
No,
Dr.
Lights
Savage.
Dr.
Oh, this
I
is
didn't
a
know
rapper.
you. I didn't know you were Savage.
She was giving you lights.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Lights and her.
Where have you
alter
been,
ego,
bro?
I guess.
She has a comic book?
Yeah, that's where
She-
that
yeah,
tattoo's
she
from.
does have a
comic
She has her own comic.
That's pretty cool.
She's at Comic Con,
Oh.
San Diego, just that.
Ooh,
And in
very
Canada.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like a Canada.
Canada?
Canada.
They got good maple
Canada
there.
Comic Con.
I heard the
It's like
mayonnaise
a
isn't bad.
BamCon Expo.
That's not-
It's
that's just nothing.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise is
Maple
bad.
syrup.
You want to talk about their syrup?
For the power of the
You
lips.
Did you see the power of the lips?
Yes.
Oh, he hasn't seen that.
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
Like thunder lips?
No.
Yeah, well, close to that, actually.
Chugging
Actually,
syrup.
that's pretty close to the Super Cheap.
Oh, so
Yeah, because he's got the
Wait,
big, powerful lips. To
open
chug
your mouth and
syrup.
relax
Like,
the
he
jaw.
beats
Don't forget
Every
to-
time.
Yeah.
The movie's there.
I know you. You've had it for like a month.
I know. No, that's my fault. It's over there.
Bite the soap, make him look like a dick. I'm sorry. I love that line.
Sit down, random.
Well, guys, we got about 30 minutes. About between 20 to 30 minutes. You want to play this game, or you want to just keep chit-chatting? Or what do you guys want to do?
So play the game. Let's
You
go.
play a game? All right.
To continue my reign as champion.
What is this game called?
This game,
Actually, I'm
Oh, yeah,
champion.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah, remember you spoke too soon and I lost?
Yeah, sorry.
is called
I mean, don't worry,
Well,
it wasn't like
you're the
even
people's
close
champion
though.
Huh?
What?
Star Wars. Use the Force game.
Does this involve running?
Possibly.
Oh, God.
Force
Use
code.
the force game? Like what force game?
Use the Force,
Force.
game.
Comma
Force.
game.
I should have used my punctuation better.
Yeah.
Because there is no punctuation at all. Use
Force.
Should this
Game.
be Force?
No.
And then
The
commas.
game is called Use the Force.
First off, Force
Use the
Game.
Force. And then
Yeah.
the close game
Yeah.
should have been
Game.
down here.
Yeah.
Game should be down there. Should be quotations. We're going to use the Force.
Okay. So
Who does the instrumental?
that's
Beautiful.
Okay.
It's a nice French horn.
it's nice, right?
Yeah.
Oui, oui. So we got to figure out who's going first. Any volunteers?
Shotgun.
Numbers?
I
Got
like
it.
how we haven't even established what the bloody game is.
I'll
But
do it.
you want to go first?
Number one.
All right. So same rules as the other games. You can use your bonuses at any time, in any way. Okay.
Multi-pass.
Quips.
So
Multi-pass.
this game is going to go like this.
Okay.
I'm going to give you, Micah. Would you take score? You're really good at that. Thank you.
Use the 4 elements, Micah.
I'm going to give you one clue, and if you can guess who this character is from Star Wars, not their real name, but their character name in Star Wars, with that one clue, you get 3 points.
Samuel Jackson. Damn it! What's his name?
And if you want to get,
Sorry.
if you need another clue, I'll give you the second clue, but then you drop down to 2 points.
Okay.
And then if you need a third clue, I'll give you the third clue, but it drops down to 1 point.
Okay.
Okay?
So what happens if we don't want the clue? The next person gets a shot at it?
I'll leave that to y'all. I didn't go that far into it, but what do you? Yeah, let's do that.
I say that if we can't answer it off of 1 for 3 points, it goes to the next person for 2.
That's what the pass is for.
Well, the pass can go for.
Wait, how
Well,
did
if I use the pass, then he gets it for 3. Like he gets the pass. He gets.
if you get like 3 choice chances or whatever, how would you do like the 50-50?
Well, you could possibly use that on the first clue.
I'll still get 3.
All right, so no passing.
Okay.
Go for 3 points. Unless we use that.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I'm ready.
what are you?
Wing it.
Whatever y'all want to do.
Why?
I'm not sure what's the debate.
So you're saying if you say I don't know what it is after on 3 points?
Yeah.
Clue.
Okay.
It goes to
The
Micah.
next, Micah gets the.
I like the idea of having to pass because you could possibly get negative points.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But then you could.
You want to throw in negatives?
Yeah, if you get it wrong,
Yes.
we're gonna give a
Yes, we do this.
What?
You can't. No. Hold on. No. Yes.
negative
This is perfect.
for like if you guess it on 3 points, but it's wrong, that's -3.
No.
No, because
No,
because
fair.
we
I
got-
say.
because we
no,
still have to
hold
go
on.
down to 2 points.
Wait a
if we get
second.
it wrong,
I
right?
say if you get it wrong, no matter what, it's -1 point.
Okay.
Because you can get through all that and say I
yeah.
choose not to answer.
That sounds better.
Okay.
Like I can choose not to answer, so you get 0
Yeah.
points. But the whole idea is once someone gets a point, you're gonna want to. You have to start guessing.
Like you
Yeah,
or
answer
you're never gonna
wrong,
get points.
you might. It's minus
So keep
1.
the points game. The first you get what? Okay, so you're saying you get the first hint, and that's 3 points. If you need another hint, that's 2 points. You need another hint, that's 3. It's 1 point.
Yeah.
And then after that, yeah.
What was that?
Somebody commented.
What was that?
No, I think that's for something else.
Oh,
So I
okay.
say there's no 0 points.
Yeah, we
Either
saw.
you get to the last one, you get no more help once you get to the 1 point, and you have to answer. So you either get the 1 point or you get negative points. But then if it's really a bad one, then you can go
You can pass
pass
it.
and just completely bypass the question, so you don't
Okay.
get negative points.
So
Now, is it boxes that we choose from, like Daily Jeopardy, or?
no.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, I'm working on something similar to that.
Yes.
I'm working on something similar to that, but
We get to choose the category.
that's gonna take a long time for me to put together. Yeah. But we'll wait for Sarah. Or you want to wait for Sarah?
Be like
Or you wanna-
categories.
No, you should tell
Family
someone.
Feud.
That was the kind of version that I was thinking of. Yes.
That's fine.
My survey says.
Oh,
Things that you don't like about your partner.
Well, since we're starting with Tim, you gonna start it off, Tim?
Yeah.
All right. So the first clue for 3 points, Tim.
I already know it.
I lived on the planet Tatooine.
Oh.
Now remember, you can guess right now for the 3 points, but if you guess incorrectly, you get -1.
Mm-hmm. I lived on the planet Tatooine. That's it. That's the only quote.
That's the only thing.
Man.
5 seconds.
Shit.
2,
God.
1.
Luke said it.
Let me go to my
Luke Skywalker.
handy dandy
Are the answers in there?
game key. Yeah,
A cheat sheet.
that is incorrect.
Minus one.
Tim
I knew I said
minus
this-
1.
No.
Now, do you want to steal?
We can continue.
I should have went with the next line for 2.
Yeah.
You ready for the second clue?
So if he doesn't get it for
Then-
that one, it moves on to the it's still the
Yeah,
same thing.
why not?
It moves on
For
to the
2
next one,
points.
but the 3 points isn't available.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
no.
Is it
Yeah.
like a 2 point?
It'll be.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we don't go burn through all the questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
All right. So the next, I get the next.
How about I take this quote for 2 points?
The second clue is I owned a blue lightsaber.
Hold on. Make sure it's not what I'm saying. Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's the answer?
Oh, son of a bitch.
That is incorrect.
Really? Okay.
Minus
You can
1.
get that.
So it's going to go to
1
you.
point.
Oh,
Sarah, the
okay.
clues have been I lived on the planet Tatooine. I owned a blue lightsaber. And now I turned to the dark side.
Anakin.
Oh,
Man, that was my first choice. I thought of that and then I said
and then I was thinking the scopes of the original trilogy, so I didn't even think about it.
Oh,
I was
wow.
surprised you didn't guess Anakin. I was like, what?
That was a trick question.
Yeah, I
Wait, so
figured.
Because-
what did we decide?
Anakins
on?
my boy.
So,
So
if
what-
you guess wrong,
Mhm.
-1?
So if you guess wrong, period, it's -1.
Oh, okay.
But you can start off with a 3.1 and work your way down. If you need another hint, then it's only worth 2. If you need another hint, it's only worth 1. But the way we're going to do it is so we don't burn through all the questions. An example: Tim had it at the 3.1.
Mhm.
He decided to guess. He got it wrong. So then it
So
goes
it
to
goes-
me.
okay.
So it goes to me,
Okay,
and I can
gotcha.
still answer the same question, but it's only worth 2.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's
So
why you
that's
got
why I
the
got
one.
1 for
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
and the
Okay.
thing is that once it gets to 1, you have to answer it.
Okay.
If you don't
So-
answer it, it's -1.
But I think we should still keep it where I'm still next. That was
Yeah, you're
Tim.
next. You're next.
Okay, I just want to make sure that
Yeah.
because if that's the case, then it could come down to mathematically, is you can keep on getting the ones
And then
correct,
she
but
could
only
pass
with
it.
1 point, and
Yeah.
she would get screwed
Yeah.
because she's another opportunity to get the 3 point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right. So Mike is next for 3 points. Sarah, you'll be next for 3
Yeah.
points.
So Tim, do you understand
Gotcha.
that? The questions will still okay. That first question was yours.
It ended on Sarah.
So basically, Sarah was able to steal
Just
that, even though I got it wrong and you got it wrong. But the next question is still mine. Because, like I said, mathematically, if you could go through it, you could get everyone right. But if it's only at the 1 point, then it's unfair, So,
Okay, the first clue on this: I'm a bounty hunter by trade.
next then. I said next hint. That's not an answer
Oh.
choice, you bump.
Well, the names in Star Wars are so.
I'm not gonna
Next hint,
crash
yeah.
and burn like Tim.
I have been to Mos Eisley Cantina.
It's still so open, man. I feel like you're gonna try to screw me, even if I answer this way. One more.
I was killed
Okay,
by
Greedo.
Han Solo.
What are you doing? Okay.
Very nice.
So 1. So now I'm at net 0.
Sarah, your 3-point clue is I turned into a Force ghost.
Next.
I fought in the Clone Wars.
Not fair. Next.
Come on.
I owned.
Yoda.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Izzy, you're up next. Your 3-point clue is I am from an alien race.
Wow. Well done, Lewis.
Excellent.
Alien race to whom? Anakin's an alien race in opposition to Greedo.
Carry more than one?
I carried more than one lightsaber.
This is an asshole. This is what I would do, like General Grievous.
Five.
Next one.
Next one. I was killed by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Is it Darth Maul?
It is.
It was General Grievous. Wasn't it?
Grievous.
Ah, keep going.
I should have used my steel pad.
Oh shit, we can use it. That's right.
You should have stole him.
I didn't think of it. I wasn't thinking about using the
You know, but one thing that we want to establish, though, since we're technically done with the first round, how are we going to do the 50-50 then?
Wait, like I said, you can use it at.
Or if you want, if we use a 50-50, we get an extra hint for free.
No.
Because
Well,
you
how'd
can
you do
use
50-50?
the 50-50 on the third one, and he'll give you two options of
Or
who
just
it is.
use
and you just
another
pick
option of who it is.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, Tim, this one's yours.
All right, so let's just say at the
I
Oh yeah,
one,
I'm sorry. Let's
Tim
pick
has
the
negative
point.
1.
Tim
I
has-
have 0. Sarah has 2, and he has negative 1.
Oh, wow. All right, Tim, your first 3-point clue is I am clad in black.
ACDC. So.
Vader. Darth Vader.
I'm sorry?
Darth Vader.
That is incorrect.
I was going for the 3 whole points.
Yeah, I know you were. So this is still Tim's question, but those are the 2 points for me.
I carry a red blade lightsaber.
Huh. It's still Darth Vader.
Or is
It
it?
could be Darth Maul.
Or counting? No,
That's what. Yeah,
it depends.
I'm gonna use my 50-50. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
my first is Darth Maul.
What?
No,
You
he
said for
gives
50?
you. He
I
gives
give
you
you-
two
He's supposed to give you the
options.
I give you 2 choices.
And
Okay,
then you
well
say
never
your
mind. I
answer.
don't want to use this anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess.
Darth Maul.
No, go to 1 point. I need 1 more hint because it's already stealing.
I created the first galactic empire.
Okay, Palpatine, Sidious. Yeah.
Man.
All right.
So I was thinking like Darth Maul. Yeah.
And I let you take that back because you were.
Well, because
You're
no,
on-
and the only reason I say that is because one of your options was like, okay, it's either Darth Maul or I'm like, you bastard.
All right.
I knew. No, it's my turn now.
Oh, it is.
Oh, no,
it
yeah.
is.
That was the
you're
next question.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Okay. I am known as a scoundrel.
I would go 50-50.
All right. It is either Han Solo or
Say it.
Lando Calrissian.
Lando.
Incorrect. Sarah, it goes to you.
And the used pieces right here. Damn it.
I was a general for the rebels.
It's Han Solo.
Yeah.
Because he gave him a
'cause I did the
50-50,
50-50.
and it wasn't him. So it's Han Solo.
It
Used 2
was
points.
my co-pilot is a Wookiee. Who's the last one?
Awesome.
Ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side.
I thought the dead giveaway was Han, and I thought he would try to do trickery, and that's why I was waiting for you to say Lando. So I was like, Lando.
All right. So now,
It's
Sarah?
Sarah's turn. Oh, good.
first clue. I carry a blue lightsaber.
Next.
I lived on Tatooine.
Next.
Hmm?
I defeated Darth Maul on Tatooine.
Obi-Wan.
Stop. She doesn't get the point.
Well,
I already
she answered
answered.
it already. You had to do it.
You still got to stop before you announce it, though. You never announced it. Doesn't matter.
But she still answered it.
That's
bullshit.
No, you're
There
making
was
up your
Obi.
rules
If
now.
those words didn't come out of her mouth,
That was not a salad.
If I was still thinking about it, you could have stopped and you'd be like,
Yeah.
don't answer.
Next time, do it before she answers.
Mm.
Okay. Izzy, ready?
That was 1 point for her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been in the Falcon.
Oh dear Lord. Okay, next one.
Was it a first order trooper?
I have worked with Han Solo.
Steel.
Tim is gonna steal.
I
Good
just
steal,
I
Tim.
hope you get it wrong.
I'm gonna.
Dude, you know, there's a. Never mind.
I know there's a bunch of people, but I
He's
want.
like, I'm
I
desperate for
want the high
points.
points. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
This is two
I'm gonna have
points,
to say,
Tim.
I'm gonna have to say it's Chewbacca.
It is not Chewbacca. -1 for Tim.
Pretty sure it's like Ray or some shit.
All right, who gets the last clue?
Neither.
Well, you stole.
No, I did because he stole.
Because he stole. Then
So that's me.
yeah. Ready? I was a princess.
Chewbacca.
Of Alderaan.
Steal!
Princess.
Can I steal it? Can I steal it?
You can, yeah.
I still feel like that could be Chewy though.
He could have been.
That's still Chewy, dude.
All right, very good, very good.
Okay, so I think it's one.
So this one goes to Tim.
Me next.
So hold on, that's the end of round 2.
Round 2. What do we got?
So Tim has a total of -3 points.
-3 for Tim.
The day is mine.
It'll be a day long remembered.
I'm still at
Micah,
0.
Micah had 0.
And Sarah's got 5.
Sarah has 5.
Yeah.
Dominating lead.
Izzy has 0.
And Izzy.
At least I'm not a negative.
So like Sean Connery here.
Trash.
Bah.
This one goes to Tim.
Yes.
Tim, your first clue is I'm a figure for the first order.
I mean, bro, if you get this right, you can go back to 0. You're like this fresh start.
50-50.
50-50. It is either General Hux or Captain Phasma.
Steal.
Oh, I wanted that.
Answer it.
How fucking get it wrong enough? General Hux.
That is incorrect.
Yes, Captain Phasma then.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't go back.
It doesn't go back to
Oh
order.
my god.
Oh, this is worse.
This is
This is bullshit. Because the next question goes to him.
That's why
Because
it's
he
a
stole it,
steal.
so it goes to the next person.
So he doesn't get the next one after this?
No,
Yes.
I still get the next one.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. This is worse.
It's Captain Phasma.
It has to be Captain Phasma.
But she gets it for 2, though.
I get it
Yeah,
for
for 2
2.
points.
Oh, my goodness.
I just.
I hate this.
I love this game. Oh my god.
All right.
Sarah's killing right now.
What did I get?
We have a span of -3, and then we have Sarah with 7.
All right, Micah. Your 3-point clue.
Yeah, whatever.
I hire bounty hunters regularly.
Stop. I don't want him getting on damn foot.
Okay, so that clue goes to you, Sarah.
You go to hell.
Next.
You may go to hell.
I was
You gotta-
offered a choice by Luke.
Jump ahead. Oh!
So
2 points. Oh my goodness.
Dang!
Good
Wow.
luck.
Very good. Who's next?
It's going to be
Sarah's
Sarah.
question.
Okay.
Huh?
No, it's
No,
Sarah's
Sarah.
question.
Oh,
See, this is why I said it was PS. Go again.
Go again.
No, it's not BS because you stopped it
This
on me,
still, like,
dummy.
the rules should be different because this can happen.
Well,
That's
that
okay.
just happened
Yeah.
for you.
Why are you pissed because you got
Because he
-3
stole it
points?
from
Because
Izzy.
this is
and
something
then he
Roger Goodell would do.
You're calling him good. Oh, here.
All right.
And I still won.
3-point
Shit.
clue is I am a droid.
Next.
2-point question. I have worked for the Alliance.
Next.
I have gold coverings.
C3PO.
I don't know what all this trouble is about, but I'm sure it must be your fault.
Y'all gonna have to start using your
Fuck you, we have been.
Izzy. I am known as a traitor. Traitor.
Muffin.
That is
Thank you.
incorrect. Tim, 2-point clue.
Lando.
You didn't even hear the clue.
Yes! No,
I said
that's
that.
good. It doesn't matter. Show the hint, but if it's not
He's
Lando, it's
confident.
my foot.
Let him have it.
So hold on. That's still minus number 2.
Oh.
And then but it goes to me, and I get the free.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go to the next.
I carry a cross-bladed saber.
I don't know. Is he really a traitor?
Yeah, so
3,
yeah.
2.
Is
Oh,
it
no.
still me?
You.
Is it still me?
It's still.
Oh.
I say color. How is the what? still a 0. I was going to just disagree with Tim due to my pass on that.
All right.
All right, hold on. So
After round.
that was the end of round 3.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim now has -4. Good job, buddy. I'm back at 0. I'll get one wrong. I get one right.
Go, guys.
Staying in goddamn purgatory over here. And Sarah has 10.
Oh my
This is like
goodness.
the first time I'm ever winning a game, so come on.
Second
Second
time.
time. I
Is
like
he minus 1?
Honorable Judge Colby. Yeah, sure. Is he has -1?
Okay. So who's next?
Tim? Because it's the next round.
Tim, you ready?
Is it my turn again?
Yeah, because it was my question.
Oh, wait, bro.
Huh? Yeah, it was my question.
Oh, okay.
Your 3-point clue, Tim, is my father was part of the empire.
Stop.
Oh, he got you good, bro.
No points are awarded
he
for you, my
grabbed-
man.
Micah.
Stop.
Goes to-
Oh!
Oh, damn.
Oh, so
Yes.
those.
Great, now she can get 3 points.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
She's going to get to like 50 points.
Whoa.
What's it?
Next one.
I am quite the rebel.
Next one.
God damn it, I know who it is.
I met my doom on
Jin.
Scarif.
Get her so.
The rebels, whatever it is you call yourself these days. Always have a wrong place to
Oh.
Does it feel now? Does it burn? But now
So
it's
this
my
is
question.
Your turn, Micah. Your 3-point question is: I have the Force.
You have the Force.
God damn it.
That's how many people have the
Inway.
Force.
Do I need another something Inway? The blind dude.
True.
Yes, Jared Inway.
You already said you're saying
Yes,
shit?
I'm gonna guess it.
That is incorrect.
I need to try to get points somehow. So.
Sarah? I am from a remote planet.
Next.
Wow, I find that answer vague. And
I freed BB-8 from Tito.
Ray.
Woo!
All right.
Should have said she had a bowl or something.
So this is Sarah.
Mhm.
3-point clue. I have been to Cloud City.
Next.
I yelled at
Keeping
Vader.
my crew. A Jedi's gotta do what a Jedi's gotta do. So now Vader, I'm coming for you.
I lost the Falcon to Han.
Landon.
He doesn't want you at all. He's after somebody called Skywalker.
Oh my goodness.
Sarah's like,
Sarah's all, y'all are getting these?
yeah.
Izzy, 3-point question. Or clue. I am very, very tall.
Chewbacca.
Yay!
Oh, 3 points.
Tim is still at -4, poor guy.
What?
It's like past
You're like, I already passed
I'm now at -1. Sarah has 13. And
Oh, what
Izzy
did
has
pass it for?
2.
Yeah.
We only got a couple left here. Tim, I was once a Jedi
I'm gonna use my
master.
Master of Evil.
You know you can use that pass.
Jedi Master. Once was a Jedi Master.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Next one.
You can do next one.
My actions are at times dark-sided.
Do it!
5.
Nice window.
You refer to the
Damn it.
Yeah.
Was that for the 2 points?
That was for 2 points.
I thought you were gonna do the Count Dooku for that.
Wow, that would have been a good one. All right.
Jackass.
Micah?
Mm-hmm.
My dying words were to a Jedi.
Next hint.
The Force flowed through me.
Sheridan one.
Incorrect.
God damn you! Now there's a Sarah for 1.
I gave birth to the chosen one.
Me.
Oh.
Well, you were not going to say that. Yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't get it. I was hoping.
All right. Sarah, I lost some of my body in a fight.
Nice.
I am from the dark side.
Next.
I have horns on my head.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the general.
So, like, okay, I know
You
he
couldn't
still
even get
lived
it.
after that, but does he have like mechanical legs now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
He has augmented legs.
Yes.
Okay.
For a while, they were like spider like.
Yeah, he had 4 legs.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Is he?
But they're going to have someone who has like a negative for 2 points. Bro.
You ready? I was part of the Senate.
50-50.
All right.
What?
Damn
Your
it.
50-50 is
I was the Senate.
Padme Amidala or Jar Jar Binks.
Padme.
Incorrect. Oh, no. Tim, your second clue is
Jar Jar Binks.
Is the people going
We
to
saw your humble servant.
And that's the game, folks.
Who's the winner?
Damn, with Tim doing that, that put me in last place.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
Win. Thank you.
That was my point.
This
So,
game.
Tim has 0 points.
Dilly,
Micah
dilly.
has -2. So has 13. Izzy has 1. That's the game.
Well, congratulations.
Yay.
Sarah.
That's 1.
What?
Oh,
That's
man.
one. One solo one.
1 win. Solo.
Yeah.
She's not going to play any more games.
That's it.
She's retired from playing any
She's
more
done.
Star Wars games.
Yep.
She got her win.
I'm out on top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wait.
You ready to go down the board? Yeah, me too.
Time to get some grub.
Good. Tim, you want to wrap this up? Get all the social media stuff?
I'm not sure. Michael, you want to do this, Michael?
Mikey, you want to do it?
I would say social media. You're on Facebook right now, so yeah.
Social.
One down.
Social.
One down.
Media.
17 to go.
All right. Well, we're on Facebook as well.
Tinder.
Oh, swipe up.
Oh, it's a
Down.
podcast.
Left.
Whoa.
Right?
I
I don't
think
know.
it's
Well, you have me right there.
Yeah.
Right? It's right there.
Or is it?
Is that
Don't act like you don't
Whichever
know.
the good one.
You know.
I don't remember.
Or
I
someone
think
does.
left is bad
Is that
and
bad?
right is good.
Good.
I don't know. Either way,
I don't know.
if you swipe on Tinder, it might be
Yeah.
all of us.
Well, it passes.
Oh.
You get us all as a group.
Oh,
Good date.
yeah. And we're not paying.
And we are also on Patreon.
Yep.
Patreon.com.
Are you okay
Nice.
too?
Yes,
Dang.
the rebel. Should go right up to the camera.
Stay on target.
On target.
Speaking of staying on target, got an Instagram,
Mhm.
got a Snapchat, got a Twitter that I post on there once in a while.
Got an
But I
account.
connect it to the Instagram so it shoots stuff down.
Christian Mingle, Tim.
Yeah. The Force Mingles.
That's so dirty.
Good, yeah. But we're on a lot of social media platforms, so we highly recommend you check us out. The big one that I'd like for y'all to check out is patreon.com/forcechoke. You can get behind the scenes, all our behind the scenes stuff
Sure it's
there.
not forward slash?
The //
Podcast?
inverted slash
Pork slash.
Oh my god.
How does
Question
that work?
mark. Upside down question mark.
a CC. Isn't that?
I don't know what that's called.
No, I don't
I have no
know.
idea what that's called.
Mucho mucho
I'm just gonna sit here.
Margarita.
Mucho gusto?
margarita time.
Yeah.
All right. Jello shot time.
Only if you take
it
them,
was already
Tim.
Jello
Tim?
shot time.
You gonna
I'm
take
not
one?
taking
Heck
one.
no.
If I buy you a margarita, you gonna
No.
margarita? No. You will have a margarita. All right.
God damn it, Nate. Farmers only.
At
Yeah.
farmers only.
There should be a caution. There is sand here. May
Yes.
contain
Sand.
sand.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, we've said a lot of messed up stuff on the show, Nate, but really, bro? Online?
Moisturefarmers.com.
Oh.
Oh, God.
And the power converter.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us for episode 19 of the Force Choke Podcast, entitled
I am your father.
Dilly.
Yay! So for the Force Choke Podcast, I'm Lewis.
I'm Steven.
Huh?
I don't know who I am.
I'm Sarah.
Yeah.
Harrington?
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. God dang it.
Oh, well.
Who's that?
God.
No, what's up?
Oh, wow.
Go away.
I'm Izzy. Don't panic.
He's passing.
And I'm Tim. We out. We're done. Peace. What are we pointing to now?
I'm going to close this laptop. The council has spoken?
The council has spoken.
End credits.